Hey guys, I'm T, and this is Cooper. And this is From Prison to Reform, back again with some more Angel Tree drama for you guys. I hope you enjoy this one, but before I start the video, please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from us. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yes, I'll give him a treat. You want a treat?
Let me introduce you guys to Deshawn Dior, because baby, I have never seen a scam like this before. Deshawn has 235,000 followers. About a week ago, she comes on here and she makes this viral video right there. 1.9 million people viewed this video, where she alleges that the Angel Tree contacted her 1 week before Christmas to inform her all 4 of her kids' tags were picked by the same person who allegedly, and I'm going to keep saying alleged because this never happened, but according to Deshawn, she stated in this video that the Angel Tree was telling her that somebody donated stockings filled with coal for all 4 of the kids instead of toys or their wishes. Now listen, obviously we live in a cruel world, okay? So is there a possibility that this did happen? Absolutely. But the kicker was that she was saying that the Angel Tree called her to tell her this, but at the same time was telling her that they had no toys to gift her instead, right? And that just didn't make sense. I don't know about y'all, but the story just rubbed me the wrong way. Because I just know if this shit was true, like the Angel Tree people would have made a way to get these kids presents, okay? Especially under that circumstance. That, as well as the fact that it took her like 2 hours to make an Amazon wish list, put it in her bio. She's been putting all the other ways you can donate all over her page and her story. Those are in the description as well. The girl's been racking up for like 5 days now. Knew I had to like do some digging here, okay? Because it made absolutely no sense to me. Not just the story, I couldn't fathom that somebody would make this up. Like that level of desperation, it's actually greed, okay? That level of greed is crazy. So I reach out to the heads of the Salvation Army for the state of Oklahoma. Basically, everybody reports to a person who then reports to one of these 3 people. Thus far, I have heard back from 2 people of those 3 who both say the same exact thing. If this happened, if this was true, we would have heard about it. Something like that can ruin the entire program. So they would all be talking about this, sharing the information, and being on the lookout for more people potentially or allegedly potentially doing this. Now, I'm on to it, okay? I'm like, okay, I kind of got to my conclusion. I know this was all a ruse, but I go to her page and I see this. Focus on this video right here. I'm going to play it for you, but see how it's like the most recent video.
So
Listen.
if you click on the link and the link is empty, that is good. That is good. An empty link is a good link because we got enough. We got enough. You're right. The only thing that would be left on there is the PS5. I knew nobody was going to buy this.
She said herself that the link to the Amazon wish list is now completely empty because y'all bought all the gifts and they have more than enough. And of course, she had to slip in there that the PlayStation is still not purchased. Let me ask you this. Why does this video disappear the second that I refresh the page? So the video where she's stating that they have more than enough, and that there's nothing on the Amazon wish list, which clearly there is. She restocked the entire Amazon wish list. This is a kit to do acrylic nails, okay? A laptop, a PlayStation. Some of these gifts aren't even for kids. Then again, I wouldn't expect anything because in this video, she states that everybody purchased everything off the wish list. And they have enough. So why is the video gone and the wish list? I shouldn't even laugh because this isn't even funny. But why is the video gone and the wish list back up and restocked with things that aren't even for kids? Like, girl, who is doing acrylic nails? Let's just be so for real right now, okay? All the donations, all the money, everything that you have gotten from this entire made up situation, this made up story, using the Angel Tree as a last minute resort for you to get extra gifts for your kids for Christmas is crazy. Especially considering the fact that all over your page, there are videos, numerous videos of you flashing big stacks of cash. You did that, girl. You did your big one this Christmas. You sure did. I feel like I can't even get mad at her, right? Because I'm mad at y'all. Like, how did you guys fall for this? I didn't. I'll tell you that.
It's 3 days before Christmas, and I see a bunch of contention on my FYP. The Angel Tree saga. There's people getting gifts that are upset about what they're getting, and there's people who are giving and very upset about the fact that people are being ungrateful. Now, do I think it's cool that somebody pulls a tag off of a tree and gives a 3-year-old 8-year-old size clothing and a toy that makes no sense. No, that's not okay. If you're going to try to do a Christmas, do a Christmas. However, one of the big arguments that I saw in a particular thread was the fact that if you can't afford to buy everything on a ticket, then you shouldn't buy the ticket. If you can't give them every single thing that they want, then don't even bother. Do you know how many kids wouldn't get gifts if that was the case? If everybody just had to buy everything on there, a lot of kids would go without. Yes, Christmas is supposed to be great and it's supposed to be gifts and whatever, but at the same time, making sure that a lot of kids get gifts is going to be better than a few getting completely loaded with gifts. And I think it's really messed up that people are like, oh, you have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You have to get them everything on their list. Those people don't have to do anything. They're choosing to do it. They're choosing to help people who cannot help their own kids. These people have kids, fall on hard times, or are completely irresponsible, let's be real, and they can't afford for their kids, even though Christmas is the same day every year, and you could buy a gift a month for 12 months and have it done, and then you wouldn't have to complain about the people who are taking their hard-earned money to help make your kids' Christmas special. People who do these trees need to be conscientious of the fact that you need to give the kids age-appropriate items. If your child is 3, get them 3-year-old items. Get them 3-year-old size clothes. Don't get them 9-year-old items and 9-year-old clothes. But at the same time, if you are in a predicament where you're getting an angel tree and you have the audacity to be ungrateful, you don't need that tree. You want that tree, and you want stuff that is above what necessarily should be gotten. Because people who truly need it are going to be grateful that they got something. TLDR here, if you get your ticket, make sure it's accurate. And if you are on the receiving end of that ticket, be grateful that somebody helped out your family that you couldn't help.
I know it's past Christmas, but I keep falling victim for these freaking rage baits on these angel trees. Before I even see that it's like a freaking rage bait, I literally listen to these people speak and I'm like, you're ungrateful. Your kids are ungrateful, and you guys didn't deserve anything for Christmas. People are using their hard-earned money to buy your children something, and you are being ungrateful. And then I scroll down and see that it's rage bait. Drives me freaking crazy. And I get it. It's the whole entire point. But I guess what drives me nuts is that this is the first year that I wasn't able to get my kids Christmas presents. I changed careers and I haven't made money in 2 months. That's my problem, not my kids' problem. That's mine. And, this year they got nothing for Christmas. Are they sad? Yeah. What kid wouldn't be sad that Santa didn't come? But you know what? They're not ungrateful. They know that I am working towards making sure that they do get a Christmas eventually, even if it's in March and I start making money again. In March, I will put my Christmas tree back up and we will act like it's freaking Christmas all over again, because my kids deserve that. But these rage baits, man, they're a little too realistic. Come on, we gotta dial it back just a little bit. Yeah.
If you cannot afford the specific items that a child is asking for on their angel tree tag, then should you really be picking that angel tree tag? There are so many other angel tree tags out there, many that have items being asked for that are within your budget. So why would we take the magic of Christmas? Why would we choose not to fulfill a child's big Christmas wish because we want to pick a tag that we truly, genuinely cannot afford? Don't get me wrong. I love the hearts of every single person that is able to go out there, even if just to do one angel tree tag. I would be so happy to be able to do that. That is like one of my biggest dreams when it comes to trying to grow and be successful, is that I would like to be successful enough to do things like that. I love to give. I love putting smiles on other people's faces. Even if I don't get to see that smile, just knowing that I did something that is going to light up their day, it's everything for me. But the thought of, for example, let's say a child asks for a laptop, socks, underwear, and some books. Person grabs their angel tree tag, gets them socks, underwear, books, and then several other little items that they didn't have on their list, but does not get them that laptop. So sure, they're getting the needs that they asked for. They're getting some books and all of the other things, and that's great. It is better than nothing in a sense. But why is it fair that they're not getting that one Christmas wish that they asked for, that they requested? Have you ever been a child going to school, whether it's elementary, middle school, or high school, and you hear these stories about how all these kids, especially when they're at that Santa Claus age, all these kids are getting all these really nice things and really cool things, and you're wondering, why not me? Why can't I have those things? What am I doing so wrong? What is wrong with me? Why am I not good enough or able to have those things? It's really sad to even attempt to think about. So if you're going to go and do an angel tree, God bless you, but please only pick a tag that has items on it that you can afford. Save the bigger tags for people out there who are looking for those big ticket items, because believe it or not, there are those people that are looking for those angel tree tags that have the bigger ticket items because they can't afford it. It's okay not to be able to afford those things. Again, I can't even afford to do angel tree for someone, but one day I will. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. But just please, only pick tags that you can afford so that you can fulfill every Christmas wish that that child has asked for. And if you want to do more after you have fulfilled their wishes, by all means, that is amazing of you. There are so many giving, loving, kind-hearted people out there, but we have to remember the reason behind Angel Tree. It is to make these kids' Christmas wishes come true that typically wouldn't have much of, if any, Christmas at all without this program, without this blessing. The amount of drama that I see behind this Angel Tree program every year is crazy, because it shouldn't be like that. People are losing track of the meaning of that program. I don't know. And I see stuff about handmade gifts. One last thing. Handmade gifts are amazing. Y'all know I'm a crafty chick. I am all for handmade gifts. But again, at minimum, get the items that the child has put on there as their Christmas wishes. And after that, if you want to throw in some extra handmade items or whatever the case may be, please do it, because they're going to cherish those items. But just make sure that we truly are granting their Christmas wishes and reminding them there truly is magic during the holidays. Y'all have a great night.
First, ignore the way I look. I'm a teacher. Christmas break started today. I'm a mom. It's Christmas. This is what's happening. I also understand I'm coming from a place of privilege where I don't have a kid on the angel tree, and my husband and I work and we're able to pay our bills without any sort of assistance. We're not rich, but we make it. I also want to say that I don't agree with the people who pick a card off the angel tree and then get used poorly things or get things that are completely off the list that these kids want. I think that if you pick a person off the angel tree, you should at least try to provide at least bare necessities that they might need. So I'm not coming as in like, oh, they deserve whatever they get, they should be grateful for trash. That's not what I'm saying either. I want to come at this from a perspective of someone who not only is a teacher, but worked as a school-based therapist working with kids for about 5 years. There are 3 main things that I'm seeing a big problem with this angel tree stuff that's all over TikTok right now. Number 1 is that you're going to ruin it for everyone. There are some people out there who depend on the angel tree for their kids to get their daily clothes, their yearly clothes, their hygiene materials, their things that they actually need to function and survive out in the real world. You getting on TikTok and complaining about not getting every single thing on the list means that you either put your child on the angel tree for the wrong reasons, or you were depending on someone to get the high dollar gifts and you got the small dollar gift.
Either way, when you put your kid on something that you are expecting someone else to provide, you do need to be at least somewhat understanding that I may not get everything I put on that list. You can't expect other people to provide every single thing for you, especially if it's not a necessity. A lot of people don't even buy non-necessities for their own children. And yes, I get the argument that, well, if you can't provide for your own kids, don't pick up an angel tree thing. Totally get that. But there's a difference between I didn't buy necessities for my own children and I can't afford to buy extra for someone else's. Most people pick up angel tree stuff because those kids need coats, they need shoes, they need basketballs or footballs or small things, not because they want a PS5. That's a problem. Number two, I'm going to go on teacher rant here for just a second. I cannot tell you how much I see this kind of attitude with children today in class. The schools have now been seen as something that is there to just provide anything a child could ever possibly need at any time. For instance, my school provides dental, and that includes like checkups and fillings. My school provides all school supplies for every kid, free lunch, clothes, backpacks, shoes, anything they could possibly ever need. And that's just my whole school. Me as an individual teacher, I'm expected to provide paper, pens, pencils, any material that they could need in my classroom. I am expected to provide, no cost, no punishment, no questions. And while I'm happy to do that, because I know some kids don't have it, I know they don't have it, it is expected now that I don't have to bring anything. I don't need to bring a pencil to class. My teacher will give that to me. I don't need to worry about getting a backpack. The school will give that to them. This attitude of, well, you're just going to give that to me is getting a little out of hand. I purposely this year bought tiny golf pencils that were pink, hot pink, with little erasers on the top, because I knew that, number one, they wouldn't steal them, and number two, if they did need a pencil, I could keep the yellow ones. And if I noticed a kid like needing a pencil every single day, I could offer those yellow ones, because if I don't hold the yellow ones back, the kids who really don't need a pencil take the yellow ones and break them into tiny pieces and throw them across the room. The pink ones are not something somebody wants to steal and harder to break. However, what I've noticed is the pink ones have already lost all their erasers, come back unsharpened, come back broken in half. I mean, within 1 or 2 class periods, those pencils are destroyed. And so I've had to stop putting out as many and telling them this is what we're left with for the rest of the week, next week, the week after that, because I cannot afford to continuously replace pencil after pencil after pencil after pencil. The problem with all of that is the more you expect to get for free, the less you appreciate the things you do get. I think we need to kind of refocus ourselves on the fact that not everything is for free. I think this is a part of the problem of when these kids get out of high school and don't know how to manage their money. They don't know how to get a job. They don't know how to keep a job. They don't understand that, well, my mama says I can go to the bathroom whenever I want to. My mama says if you don't let me go to the bathroom, to just leave. Well, McDonald's ain't gonna let you do that, honey. Like, McDonald's ain't gonna let you just leave the fry line to go to the bathroom. And then when they go to McDonald's and get their first job and get fired, mom wants to come up there and cuss and scream, and guess what? That doesn't work. These kids don't know how to function. They don't know how to get things that they actually need and take care of them. Now, I do teach 7th grade, 13 and 12-year-old boys and girls, so yeah, they're going to be destructive. They're going to tear up things, and I understand that. I don't put anything out expensive for that reason. But the problem is they expect everything for free. And so now we've gone from, wow, this is such a blessing that I get a free education, free food, free transportation, free materials. That is such a blessing. Like, I cannot believe how lucky we are to be here. We've turned that into, well, I don't like this backpack. I don't like these pencils. This paper sucks. That's what I hear all day long. So this attitude that's coming from these parents, nothing new to me. I hear it from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. every single day, and it comes from the top all the way down, if you know what I mean. The third thing that really bothers me about this is the privilege of it all. The privilege of it all. The idea that you haven't saved up enough money for your kids to have anything for Christmas, and so now that becomes somebody else's problem. Absolutely blows my mind. I am not fussing on the parents who put boots and clothes and a football and some toys, some hair ties, some hygiene products. Not at all. put those things on the angel tree. Your babies need those things and you don't have the money for them. That is totally fine. And of course, you shouldn't just open deodorant for Christmas. You know, toys and things that they enjoy. But baby, I'm sorry. If your kid wants a PS5, that's tough luck. If you want to buy your baby a PS5, then you get yourself some extra money. December 25th is on the same day every year. And you save up some money to buy your baby a PS5. You cannot depend on somebody else to do that kind of thing. And I think it really is just a mindset that we have pushed into these people that get a lot of things for free. That, well, this is what I want. Why can't I have it? That there's no concept there of a lot of people go without all the time. And they go without because they are spending money on things that you don't have to pay for. Okay? I pay for my health insurance. I pay for my food. I pay for my housing. I pay for my electric and my water and my dog food. And yes, I am blessed to be able to pay for all those things, but I work hard for those things. I work hard to be able to pay my bills. It is ridiculous to me that people who don't pay their bills, if you know what I mean, expect someone else to pick up the slack and pay for something that they couldn't even afford for their own children. And yes, like I said, if you are really struggling to even pay your own bills, don't pick a kid off the angel tree. That's why I didn't. I didn't know for sure that I was going to be able to get my kid multiple Christmas gifts. I really debated on either getting one really nice one or just a few smaller ones. But I was able to kind of make it work. And that's what most people do. And if they have a little extra, they want to help. They want to make sure kids don't go without opening something that they need. They pick somebody off the angel tree. I'm really sorry that like your kid wants a PS5 and they can't get it. And I'm really sorry they're not going to be able to open that for Christmas. And yes, I know you want to provide your kids all the things that they want or need. But honey, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes I just can't. My kid's not opening a PS5. My kid's not getting a phone. He's getting some clothes. He's getting a few toys. He's getting some candy in his stocking. And that's it. And baby, if you need to get your kid a PS5, if that's really what they want, get a second job. Cut back on the hair. Cut back on the nails. Don't get yourself the new phone. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot expect someone else to provide something that you can't unless it is necessity or small. Large items are not for someone else to provide to your kids. In other words, that's on you, boo.
To have now seen at least 4 moms after they got the angel tree gifts back be disappointed.
I feel like the angel tree fiasco, especially when people are saying that, oh, this person bought cheap gifts, this person didn't do enough for their angel tree, it's gonna end up like the servers at the restaurants or the nail techs, where it's like everyone is saying, oh, if you can't afford it, don't do it. There's going to be a time where no one does it, and y'all are going to be complaining that no one is doing angel trees. No one is getting gifts for the kids, and the gifts are going to dry out. I say, if you're going to get something for a kid, go to Five Below. That's the best place to get it. Get you whatever they want, some face stuff, whatever, at Five Below. My nibblings love Five Below. I'm sure angel tree kids will love it too.
There's a woman who's went viral because she posted a angel tree shopping haul. She grabbed 3 angels off of a tree, and the way that she shopped for the girl versus the boys was actually insane. She's since taken her video down for obvious reasons, and I'll get to that in just a second. She's also done response videos and also removed those as well because it all looks bad on her. Here's the thing. If you are going to do the angel tree, plan to actually shop for these fucking kids. Not just for your ego, not for content on social media. You're doing it because you want to do a good thing and give these kids a Christmas that they wouldn't have otherwise. If you can only afford to do 1, don't grab 2, don't grab 3, grab 1. Okay? Whenever she goes shopping, she says that she got a girl and 2 boys. They are boy parents apparently, and they just don't know how to shop for girls. There's a list. There's quite literally a list right in front of you that tells you exactly what to get. And she was complaining that the list was like awfully specific, almost as if she was like, the girl knew that she was writing it for the angel tree and she should be grateful for what she was getting, which that was gross, you know? And I know that she felt that way because in one of her response videos, she literally said, well, if she only gets one gift, then she should be grateful that she's getting that gift. And if she's not grateful, then that says something about her upbringing, about a child. Okay. What the actual fuck? What are you talking about? I said, you need to at least spend $30 if you're going to buy these kids their gifts or whatever. And she capped it at the $30. That was the budget. She wanted a Baby Alive doll. And you know, Baby Alive dolls are kind of expensive. So she was like, I'm just going to get her this baby doll and this stroller and this. It was like 3 things. And that was it because that was the $30. Well, the husband was like, I think that we should just get her this and go on about our day. Literally, they said, and call it a day. She said, I think that we should get the 3 things, but he thinks that we should get the one specific item that she's asking for. So he ends up getting 1 item. So the girl gets 1 item. She goes on to say the difference between boys and girls and men and women is the list like being so much shorter and simplified to her. It was like a soccer ball, Legos, and one of those remote control cars. And then one other thing, I don't remember what it was, but it was like 4 or 5 things. And she was like, see, that's just so much easier. The thing is though, the little girl wrote exactly what she wanted. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that's just an odd thing to say. So then she says, well, the cars here look a little bit expensive, so we're just gonna go to Walmart because I think that we can get something cheaper. And then we're gonna get this as well, whatever. Because I don't want to get him just the 1 item because I can't imagine like opening up 1 fucking Christmas present. But you got the little girl 1 Christmas present and you had no problem with that. You said that you wanted to get the 3, but then your husband said this, and then she should just be grateful for what she fucking get. What do you mean? The whole thing is a contradiction and was like, it was horrific. I'm honestly mind blown. I want to say that actually, but no, people are fucking disgusting. People are disgusting. But to sit and talk about a child and say that, well, she's getting a present, she should be grateful. And if she's not, then that says a lot about her upbringing. And in the same fucking breath, say that you didn't want to get the little boy just 1 item because imagine opening just 1 fucking present on Christmas and you feel bad for him. I don't get it. I didn't watch her response videos. I saw like a snippet and I saw the snippet where she said the 1 item and at least she's getting 1 item and that says about her upbringing if she's not happy with it or grateful or whatever. And I just can't get on board with saying that at least these kids get a Christmas. Like at least you're getting something. I just think that it's so shitty that if you're shopping for a kid that you got off the angel tree, that like they get what they get and they don't throw a fit and I'm doing something nice. But it doesn't feel very nice. You know what I mean? If that's the type of mentality that you have about it. And you could tell that this was literally just for fucking content. The whole entire thing was just for fucking content. And someone was like, it's crazy that you capped that at $30 at the minimum of $30 when you made more than that off of your fucking video. Which if she got so much backlash that she removed it and it hadn't been the full month for the payout or whatever, then she's not getting paid for that video. Because if it's not public, you don't get paid for that. So with that, I say, good. You don't deserve to be paid for that video because all you were doing was trying to get clout, trying to make yourself look good and boost your own ego in this weird fucking way. And you ended up getting tore up for it, as you should, because that whole video was just ick. Yucky. I understand that people want to help with the angel tree and they might not have a big budget, and that's fine. But the effort putting into, like, you had the problem solving skills to go to another store to find a toy that was cheaper. You could have had those same problem solving skills 10 minutes before when you were shopping for that little girl, but you chose not to. You chose to be a bitch about it. The budget wasn't necessarily even the issue for me. It was the way that whole situation was handled, because it was like, you could just tell that you didn't want to. If you didn't want to shop for a little girl, you shouldn't have grabbed a little girl's angel off the tree. Like I said, if you want to help and you have a strict budget, okay. It's nice to help when you actually genuinely care and you want to put effort into it. But that's what it was. It was the lack of fucking effort for me. You can find really good budget-friendly ways to give nice gifts. Literally, type it in here on TikTok. Like budget gift ideas for a girl or a boy or a man or a woman, whatever. Go to fucking Pinterest, for fuck's sake. There are so many ideas that you can go off of that list. You know what I mean? But to just like, nah, we're just gonna do this and call it a day, and she gets at least a gift and she should be great. That video just rubbed me the wrong way and pissed me all the way the fuck off. Okay? If you are going to help a family, please God, put in the effort or don't do it at all. Like, please put in the fucking effort or don't do it at all.
Please don't take angel tree tags unless you can afford what they ask for. They deserve nothing less. I agree, they deserve nothing less. I do not agree that don't take them. Because, first off, this is my first year ever doing it. First year I've been able to do this. And y'all are on my ass for what? If I look at your profile picture and your profile, it says 24 days until a mommy makeover. So wait, you want to get a mommy makeover to make yourself look better before helping kids? But you want to come on my shit? Oh shoot. I think I gave her more than what she asked for, or her parents asked for. I was supposed to only get a stocking stuffer. Fill a stocking for them, guys. That's what you guys aren't understanding. And I got her, oh, do I need to show it again? Or are you guys just going to shut the fuck up and do what you guys want to do and let me do what I want to do? Instead, you're getting my views up and you're watching me. So, congrats, and I hope you love that mommy makeover. I wish I could get one too, but unfortunately, I don't need to spend my money on that. So, just quit commenting because your comments mean nothing to me.
Grateful, have you ever met the Facebook freeloading parents? Because they're a whole different breed, let me tell you. I have some toys that I had couponed through the year, and I don't know how, but they like got lost in the sauce when I was donating to the Toys for Tots like 2 weeks ago. So I figured let me offload them on the Facebook community pages, because why not? They're still usable toys, right? And also some like gently used toys that she just doesn't play with anymore, so why not? And these are like, they're like books, My Little Ponies, one of those like LED pads or whatever. All it needs is a new battery, like, you know, nothing crazy. And these people are insane. I'm getting literal DMs being like, hey, my kids won't really like those toys, but like, do you have anything else that I could have? No. First of all, the audacity to message a stranger on the internet that's trying to just donate like gifts so your children can have presents, because I grew up hella poor. I grew up as an Angel Tree kid, a dollar store, a thrifted kid. Like, I know what it's like to be poor. You know what I'm saying? I shop throughout the year. I shop clearance, I shop sales, I shop discounts. I keep a tote in the closet and I put them in the tote. And that is how I am able to give the people in my life a good Christmas, because I'm not dropping hundreds of dollars in December. Not me. No ma'am, no ham. So I just can't even fathom that we've all had the same 365 days. And I'm not living high on the hog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I coupon, I budget. You know, I don't live a luxurious life. Like, I'm a broke bitch. So if I can not only provide a decent Christmas for the people in my life that I care about, but also enough to donate, like, I donated 2 whole like Costco bins full of toys, and these are like good toys. Like, shocked, right? But to message someone and be like, hey, my kids don't like what you're offering, but could you go through your house and tell me what else you have so I could see if I want those instead? No, bitch. No, the fuck I can't. And then I had a couple people message and say, hey, my kids don't really play with those toys, but can you cash out me a couple dollars? Who the fuck are you talking to? Are you literally insane? No. Fucking crazy.
Hi guys, Angel Tree mom and daughter here, and we are just a little disappointed by some of the videos going around with being disappointed in what you're receiving from donations to your children and to you, because that's taking huge stress off of parents, huge stress. So I just want to ask my daughter some questions, and I want her to answer honestly, and I want her to tell you what she would feel if she received the items that were coming in. Okay, so let's say you asked for a PlayStation, but they felt you were probably just a little too young for a PlayStation, so they bought you the next best thing, another gaming system that was like a learning gaming system. Would you still be happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's nice. They were thoughtful and they put their, their time and their energy going out and shopping for it.
Yeah, they didn't have to get me one. They still got me one. I bet you they wouldn't want me growing up on screens all the time.
True. Now, what about a bike? So, what if you wanted like a really nice bike? It's hot pink. It's got all the bells and whistles. It has tassels on the handles. And maybe even a basket. But when you wake up on Christmas morning, it's a teal bike, and it's kind of the lower model.
I'd still be happy.
You'd still be happy?
I have a teal bike, and I really like it.
Yeah, because like it's still going to get you around, right? Right. Now, what about if they only went to Walmart and shopped for your clothes?
That's fine. Walmart has lots of good stuff too for sort of low prices.
I know, it's still getting expensive. So...
it's not like I need designer clothes. I just need clothes that work.
Right. And now, what if the only thing you were wanting was a gift card? How much do you think they should put on the gift card?
Like 15, or maybe even more.
$15?
Or maybe even more.
If that's the only thing you wanted for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I need it for rent.
So, I'm going to tell you something. Someone was upset because their kid got a $75 gift card, and she thought they at least deserved a $100 gift card.
I think $70 is really generous.
It is very generous. So, thank you for answering those questions, honey.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you are a kind and caring and compassionate little girl, and you have so much understanding for the world. I love you.
Some people are going to disagree with me because everyone on this app loves to be like unreasonable and hateful. But this woman has 4 children and she only got like a few things on her angel tree. And everyone's like, why do you have that many kids and don't want to work? Why don't you just buy their own gifts? The point of angel tree is to help others. And if you are going to get something that has 4 children to buy things for, you need to do that. I don't know how people make this woman's fault for being disappointed. Like, she has every right to be fucking disappointed. It's disappointing. But instead, it's like these hateful ass comments. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Get the kids the right gifts. It's that fucking simple. But you know what the issue is? People go and do angel tree, not for the children, but because it makes them feel better about themselves. Also, there was a woman on here who literally, like, they gave her coal for her children. I swear to God, some of these people are just fucking hateful and hate people that are less fortunate than themselves and want to, like, teach them a fucking lesson. And then you have you assholes in the fucking comments just rubbing it in. So what the fuck is wrong with you?
I couldn't wait to get out of work today, and let me tell you why. We are still dealing with Christmas returns, and I have this one lady come to the service desk today, and she had a cart full of toys, pajamas, shoes, a whole bunch of stuff in that cart. And she tells me that her and her family were part of the angel tree, and she went to return some of the items. But of course, since she was part of the angel tree, she didn't have a receipt. And I said, no problem. We can start the return off your ID. It will be stored credit, and it will stop me at a certain amount. And she said, okay, no problem. So we begin the returns, and the more we do, it doesn't even look like we're touching her cart because, again, her cart was so full. And of course, the system stops me. So I tell her, okay, this is where we have to stop. You have X amount of dollars on this merch card, and it is good in store. And then she looks at me and she's like, what am I supposed to do with the rest of this stuff? And I said, I don't know, keep it. And she's like, you know what? If you don't want to help me, I can find somebody else that will. And again, it's not that I didn't want to help her. I did help her. I helped her to the best that I could. But again, it got to a point where the system stops me. And no manager or anyone in that store can override that. It is what it is. And then I'm thinking in my brain that you have a cart full of stuff that people bought you so you and your family wouldn't do without this Christmas. And not only that, everyone that I know that donated to the angel tree this year are average people with average jobs that found some extra change in their pocket, and they decided to bless another family. And you know what? let's just give her some grace. Let's give her some God's grace. Let's say that she just really needed a Target gift card because there was something in that store that her family needed more than toys or flannel pajamas. But, you know, it was the attitude of when she was handing me this stuff. Oh, these pajamas are not even cute. This fabric's horrible. Or when we got to some of the toys, her daughter started telling her, hey, why are we returning this? This was for me. You said this was mine. And the mom looks at her and she's like, you already have 2 at home. And the daughter was like, no, I don't. And the daughter was crushed. And even if she did have 2 at home, again, people bought that for her. She should be able to keep that. You know, and I don't know. I like to do good things for people, and I know other people like to do good things for other people because you want to think they're still good in the world. But when you see something like that, it's just so disheartening.
Riddle me this. You can't provide Christmas for your child, so you ask for help and then you criticize the help that a stranger gave you to provide for your child? You must have had enough money lying around to buy some audacity, because that's craziness to me. The angel tree should be supplemental to what you're giving your child for Christmas. If you're asking for help, you don't get to criticize the help. Now, on the flip side of that, I do not believe a child who's on the angel tree deserves the bare minimum. If all you can do is pull a tag off the tree and go buy some crappy fall apart items, you should be teaming up with a couple other people and collectively buying that child and providing that child with some Christmas. The innocent child doesn't deserve the bare minimum because their parents are lacking it. Money management, holding down a job, whatever the case may be. Before you come for my throat, I'm fully aware that there are different situations where people are on the angel tree. They've been laid off, they've had a parent that's sick, parents in sobriety, parent has left a domestically violent relationship. I've been there, I've done that, I have the t-shirt. Both sides of this is absolutely crazy. Don't ask for help and then complain about the help that you're getting. And if you're a person shopping on the angel tree, don't give the child the bare minimum just because of the parent. On the other flip side of this, if you are a parent placing your child on the angel tree, what is going through your mind when you ask for things like a PS5 or a laptop or an Xbox? Do you know how greedy that looks? If your child is old enough to ask for those items, they're probably old enough to understand your financial situation. They're probably mature enough to know that you're not going to be providing Christmas for them. So you should probably set them down and say, listen, I'm going to have some help this year for Christmas. Some strangers are going to help provide for your Christmas, and we're going to be thankful for whatever we get. We're not going to list insane items just because we're asking for a handout. That is wackadoodle.
Thanks for watching. Please let me know your thoughts down below. Have a good weekend.